Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Thursday, February 13th, Valentine's Eve, around 9 p.m. Mountain Time, 2025. Alaska's largest volcano is waking up, and there is now a 50-50 chance of an eruption at Mount Spur. We're also keeping a close eye on extreme cold penetrating the northern tier and major winter storms covering the U.S. with the global warming goodness. Keep calm. It's boom time. California ski resorts see closures and lift delays amid massive snowstorm, 3 to 4 feet more coming in the next few hours. A hefty snowstorm battering California's Sierra Nevada amid this week's atmospheric river is causing closures and delays at popular ski resorts across the region. The National Weather Service issued a winter storm warning for the entirety of Mono County on Thursday, alerting the public to very difficult to impossible travel conditions through Friday. The storm will bring possibly 1 to 2 feet of snow along Highway 395 and 3 feet or more on the mountain crests. And that's exactly what's predicted here, which is exactly what we need. Now, these storms can be deadly as the deadly winter storm pushes into the northeast after slamming the Midwest with heavy snow and ice. Here are the updated snow totals for the storm Friday through Sunday night, and it looks like some areas will be hit with a foot or more up near Canada. And schools are closed and evacuations have been issued in California as it braces for a powerful storm that is unfolding right now. In fact, they're calling it the third winter storm to bring severe weather from coast to coast. And in fact, 100 inches of snow could fall on some areas of the Sierra Nevada, and that's not all. Tomorrow morning, you're going to wake up to some blistering cold temperatures. Here is the national digital forecast for tomorrow morning. Yeah, Valentine's Day, February 14th. Minus 11 in North Dakota. Sub-zero temperatures for almost all of Minnesota, as well as Wisconsin. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to be a chilly one. And surprise, surprise, the first ski area in my state of Colorado to hit 200 inches is nowhere near the famously snowy spot that we live in. Take a look at this. The first ski resort in Colorado is Copper Mountain, 206 inches of snow. And well, billed as the spot with the most snow in Colorado, Wolf Creek has only gotten 119 inches of snow so far this season, but that's going to change in just the next 24 hours. Even our local newspaper, the Pagosa Sun, reporting on the lack of snowpack. In fact, it's one of the lowest snow years ever recorded in our region. It's ranking as number 7th right now as of February 1st. But this will all change. We moved here over a decade ago, and back in 2000 when we were here, there wasn't even a whitewater run in the river. And so we're not going to do the same thing this year because the 7.2 inches of snowpack is going to rapidly increase in just about an hour, up to 3 feet of snow in our region, and we're looking at 12 or more inches at the lower elevations from this storm. That's going to bring snowpack up to normal record levels. So, and then we have another storm following this, which is good news. Here's the full forecast. Now, we will have blizzard conditions tonight with 50 mile per hour winds, 30 inches of snow with gusts up to 6 feet. And that is going to bring our snowpack up to normal levels, which is good news for our region. But overall, winter weather is moving through the northeast U.S. tonight, and heavy rain and snow will be impacting the western U.S. A winter storm will continue to bring areas of heavy snow and ice from the Great Lakes through New England today and into tonight. Heavy to excessive rainfall will continue across much of coastal and into central California today. Hey. Flash flooding and debris flows over recent wildfire burn scars are possible, as we reported last night, and heavy snow will fall across the mountains of the Sierras into the Rockies into Saturday. We've got flash flood warnings up for over a half a dozen states, from the central Appalachians all the way through the lower Mississippi Valley. So heed the warnings and click on your county for more information. Let's look at those cold numbers as they penetrate tonight. Let's take a look. Here's what we're looking at tomorrow morning. It could be minus 23 in North Dakota, minus 24 in Minnesota. Say it ain't soda. And minus 18 as well. This means with wind chill, we could be minus 30 in these regions on the 14th. The good news is that this cold weather is going to relegate itself to Canada for the next week, which is really a good news here. As far as the snowfall, it's ridiculous. Let's first take a look at the weather systems affecting the U.S. You can see the northeastern storm currently bombing out somewhere over Nova Scotia, but it is still leaving some snow behind in the northeast. We're talking upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. It's insane. In 6 hours, it'll be all but gone before tomorrow morning in the northeast, as the heavy system, the atmospheric river in the west, comes in to penetrate the region, moving its way across the Four Corners region, starting in just 3 hours of powers, and pummeling our situation through the day. Hey. A second storm here developing Saturday and into Sunday. Fun day will bring heavy snow to the northern tier here in the northeast and wash out all the snow totals for the mid-Atlantic. Not before heavy systems hit Maine, northern New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire as it makes its way offshore Monday morning. Another system forming here Wednesday along the Gulf Coast will make its way up the East Coast midweek. Here is Thursday. Will bomb out on Thursday and maybe bring record snow totals to the south on the coast. Holy macaroni. We've got a lot to talk about and a lot of weather coming in February. Now, this isn't the only thing we have to worry about. More systems behind that are forming. And in the Four Corners region, we get the most snow in March. And if this system is prevailing, we could be seeing some really spicy March weather entering the picture. So buckle up, Buttercup. The global warming goodness is falling. In the southern hemisphere, it's summer. What a bummer. But they're being trashed by a tropical cyclone named Zelia. It's going to cross Western Australia as a Cat5 storm. This area is the most pummeled area with Cat5 storms on the entire continent of Australia. The Cat5 storm was about 120 kilometers northwest of Port Hedland this morning, and I'm sure it's smashing the coast now. Zelia could bring 500 millimeters of rainfall. That's about a half a meter. Holy macaroni. We're talking 18 inches potentially. And not only that, it's going to have high winds up to 300 kilometers per hour. It's going to decimate the region, but this region has been decimated time immemorial. Take a look at this shot. Holy macaroni. We got to blow this up for you guys. Well, we've got some bandwidth issues, so it's not really enlarging. Now is it? There we go. Way above where we wanted it. But you can see some of the devastation here. Back in 2007. Holy macaroni. So our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to all those in Western Australia as this Cat5 tropical cyclone smashes into the region. Seismic update. Take a look. The U.S. a moderate uptick in seismic activity worldwide. Most recent quake just kicking off here in Afghanistan at a 4.0. rumble, 4.7 just hours ago on the west coast of the U.S. Take a look at that. Pretty spectacular activity there as well. As Alaska and the Aleutians has the biggest quake of the day at 5.8. Up there in Alaska. And we continue to have this seismic swarm here near Spur Volcano, where the chances of eruption have increased. Alaska's largest volcano is waking up, and there's now a 50-50 chance of an eruption at Mount Spur. It's showing signs of imminent eruption as seismic activity around the mountain intensifies since April 2024. A series of earthquakes have rattled the region, signaling that magma may be moving beneath the surface. With tremors migrating closer to the crater peak, scientists are now closely monitoring the situation, warning that an eruption could occur at any moment. If the volcano erupts, it could unleash pyroclastic flows, lava, ash clouds, significantly disrupting local air traffic, but it is luckily in a remote region. A quick look over at Smithsonian Global Volcanism Program at Spur Volcano. You can see the huge calderic opening at the top of the volcano here, which is a cinder cone, a composite, or a stratovolcano, however you want to locate it. But if we look at the eruptive history, this one blows big. It is violent, highly silicious, and explosive. At VEI4, the last two eruptions, 1953 and 1992, other confirmed eruptions with no VEI index, but this one could go big. It could go as big as VEI5, in my opinion, but we're waiting for the details. Don't be scared, be prepared for any eventuality. And breaking news today, what's happening in Sicily, in Italy, along the flanks of Mount Etna is absolutely extraordinary. There are, let's say, thrill seekers that are skiing down the flanks of the mountain with active lava flows, and it's absolutely fantastic. Take a look. Look at these guys. Right next to that hot lava bombs there. There's one rolling down the mountain with them. Right there. See that lava bomb? Absolutely amazing. And you could be experiencing all of this over at our Twitter feed at Oppenheimer Ranch Project at Diamond the Dave on X, formerly Twitter. Santorini continues to rumble today. Here are the latest quakes near the volcano in the past 7 days. Here you can see that rapid uptick in activity over the last several weeks. A quick look at the seismic activity over the last 24 hours shows really nothing is happening. Another drop down in seismic activity, but an uptick here at the 5-kilometer level. Thousands of quakes in the last 48 hours. There was a lull in volcanic activity as far as seismicity for a few days. Let's look at the last 7 days. I'll show you what's happening here. Major uptick in worry, and then a down drop over the last 48 hours, an increase yesterday back to base levels, even higher, and now we're continuing today. So there is not much change in the Santorini situation. Worldwide volcano news, other than Santorini, we've got Volcano to 9,000 feet. Etna, a 15,000-foot blast today, adding fuel to the fire of that lava flow. Ibu to 9,000 feet here. And Kilauea's 9th event ceased earlier today. Semadu, who knew? Now you do. Volcanic ash showing there. Liwatobi, Laki volcano in Flores, Indonesia. Intense seismic activity. The alert level has now been raised to 4, and that could be another volcano we could see a boom from anytime soon. Santa Guida on the map. Raventador, 16,000-foot blast. Nevada de Ruiz, volcanic ash emitted today. 9,000 foot for Volcano, Santiaguito to 14, Etna to 15. Reventador, no volcanic ash observed. So that's over there. Ibu to 9. Now, Nevada de Ruiz to 20,000 foot today. Ducono to 9,000. And let's wrap up the list. Sakurajima, 6,000 foot puff today. Reventador to 15. Semaru, who knew? 15,000 foot puff there. And that is worldwide volcano news for the day. Hey, hey. Bringing us to space weather. We're now up to KP4 and a little above that. And this is due to the awaited coronal hole stream. Oh, wow, look at that. There is going to be some aurora up in northern Canada tonight. Holy macaroni. So get out and look up for the Valentine's aurora. Let's take a look at the KP index. Some stations are above 4 or at 4 as we're waiting for the next coronal hole stream to affect us. And that's from coronal hole number 14, which is now shrinking, unfortunately. So that means that any effect will be minor at best. You can see plasma speed is now dropping down towards 400. Bad news for skywatchers. And I don't know if you've heard, but a humpback whale swallowed a man on a kayak off the coast of Chile just last week before he was quickly able to get out of the Leviathan's mouth unharmed. It's a big story, and the video is insane. Let's take a look. This is where he gets gobbled up into the mouth of a sperm whale. Holy crap. He thought he was dead. Him and his father were discussing the fact that they could be eaten by killer whales just moments ago. So when he got swallowed up by this whale, he thought that that was what had happened. But quickly after that, he was spit right back out there. You see him alive and well. And then the whale just goes back down. Absolutely an amazing experience. You would have known about this earlier if you subscribed to us over on X at Oppenheimer Ranch Project at Diamond the Dave. And please support us over on our new 2 Rumble projects, Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News on Rumble. We are shifting over to Rumble. We want to get off YouTube in the next year because, well, they demonetize us. They don't allow us to say what we want to say, and we can say whatever we want over at Rumble. So let's rumble in the jungle. Check out the great snow cover debate. Are we seeing more snow or less? And this video is care of Seri Science, our good friend Willie Soon and his science group. More good news coming out today. Vaccine skeptic Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is sworn in as Trump's health chief after a close Senate vote, 52 to 48, I believe. And, well, we are going to make America healthy again. And JFK Jr. says that every senator who voted no must now take all 72 vaccine doses in the CDC schedule in the next 15 weeks. Those of you who have followed us over at the Pi Network 4 years ago when we implored you to start mining Pi, well, it's not fake. It's real. It's going on the main net February 20th, 2025. And if you have a Pi account with any Pi in it, Pi is trading at over $3 per Pi. Many people that have mined Pi have 1,000 Pi. That means you have thousands of dollars available to you right now. Well, February 20th. But you need to verify your account and get on the OKC. So go get it, verify your account, and let's go get the Pi because it's a significant crypto and it is being traded now at $3.16 per Pi, with a high of $4.66 earlier today. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share the video. We are shadow banned and we need your help to grow. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and be safe. We love you. And that is a boom.